What's going on, champs and champets? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video we have to talk about a potential Fortnite movie being worked on behind the scenes. Now this is something that has been on the topics of, oh, will this happen a million times, it feels like at this point, right? We've heard about it time and time again, even before we really saw a big bang of that many, like video game adaptations into movies. It felt like we heard about different versions of like a Fortnite movie being developed over and over and over again. However, most recently the Minecraft movie has officially released in theaters, and with it has brought up this discussion over what if more games got their own little movie adaptation later down the line, which led to Daniel Richman over on Twitter stating the following: "You just know Fortnite is next. There was already talk of a Fortnite movie, but some studios passed on it. That's obviously going to change now." Now this is a little bit of an interesting thing to be claiming because, it's like talking about the whole entire Fortnite, or I guess not Fortnite, but it's talking about the whole entire Minecraft movie and how Fortnite's going to be next, how they apparently had talks with different studios before, and how, they kind of like passed on it or whatever back then, but how now, seeing the Minecraft movie's success, it's most likely a guarantee that this is going to happen. So firstly, based on the original tweet itself, it doesn't mean, hey, a Minecraft movie is here, or not a Minecraft movie, but hey, a Fortnite movie is here, I'm leaking it, here is like the 5 hours of footage of the early post-production or whatever it might be, right? It is simply stating that due to the success of another video game movie adaptation, it would be highly likely that Fortnite would want to capitalize on it as well and release their own movie to kind of showcase, hey look, video game movies, they're the new wave, look at this. And now, while I'm not familiar with who Daniel is, according to what I've read online, they are someone who is pretty familiar with leaking stuff in the Marvel realm, so it would make sense that they have some type of say regarding, oh, there's been talks before regarding, some sort of like Fortnite movie being worked on, but it's not going to happen anytime soon or something like that. It adds a little bit more credibility to them. But when Sheena went on social media to basically say that a Fortnite movie was in talks in the past, but several studios passed on it, Tim Sweeney himself, who's basically like the CEO of Epic Games, right, basically replied to Sheena's tweet and said, false. It's not happening. There is no talks basically about a Fortnite movie going on. It's not going to be releasing anytime soon. There's no production, no studio, no nothing. It's just not going to happen. Now, it is interesting to see him officially comment on this because on one hand, I feel like we've heard rumors here and there before regarding a whole entire Fortnite movie having discussions with them in the past years, but at least it appears that according to Tim Sweeney and according to all the rumors kind of going on recently, there's no Fortnite movie that is set to be releasing, set to be in development, set to be announced or anything like that, and the sole development on Fortnite is going to be the Battle Royale game, the creative mode. All the different modes are actually releasing into the game, and not so much a picture film that you'll be able to watch on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or whatever might actually be there. And it would honestly be funny if we did see like a Fortnite movie get developed later down the line, because knowing how big of a partnership Disney and Fortnite have with each other, it would be a crazy thing to see, oh hey, this is actually a Disney Plus exclusive or something like that. And it's not the first time Fortnite has really tried their hand at animated stuff. I don't know if you guys remember, but when we got like the Burning Wolf crew pack skin, and there was like the whole entire 3 sets of skins that were supposed to release around that time, they had animated comics that they were planning to release. They released one episode of the animated comic. It was for that Burning Wolf skin, and then they shortly after deleted the entire animation, privated it on YouTube, and just kind of never released the other ones, which makes me wonder if they have these animations that they were able to put so much effort into, go ahead and kind of, have a little cinematic going on. Why did they release one of them and then just kind of wipe it, right? Just be like, oh, this never happened, just kind of forget it, it was never a thing you should have seen. So it feels like even to this day, when it comes to Fortnite and animations or shows or, that type of media that isn't just raw gameplay itself, they are kind of like catsy with it, right? They want to do that type of stuff. They want to innovate and do a little bit of some unique flair here and there, but at the exact same time, they're kind of iffy on doing it because they've done it before, and then they just like shortly after tried deleting it from the internet, acting like it doesn't even exist in their odd little own sense of the way with developing whatever is going on behind the scenes at Fortnite. But it also makes me wonder if, since the second and third episode of those old like animated comics Fortnite made were never released and they're technically lost media, if one day one of these insider leaks we actually end up getting is going to be the full animated and voice acted versions of the 2 comics animations that we never even saw to begin with. Well, with that said, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. If you're excited for a Fortnite movie, you're gonna have to be waiting a lot longer because it's not coming out anytime soon, and it's not even in active development or having a studio or anything like like that, but hey, at least, you know, we have other video game movies like Sonic or the Minecraft movie or whatever else you want to enjoy. So until next time, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later with another upload. So until then, peace out.